Alright, welcome to Daily Coding Challenges. I'm going to be pulling a JavaScript challenge question from the internet and I'm going to be solving it. Keep in mind that my way of solving it probably will not be your way of solving it. It probably won't be the fastest way, but it's my way. If you're an absolute beginner, I will do my best to try to talk through the code. I'll go more in depth at the end after I've solved it. And if you want to try to solve the question yourself, I would suggest pausing the video now. And I would suggest trying to solve it yourself. That is the best way to learn. And let's go ahead and jump in. So, Vowels Cipher. Write a function that takes in a string and a number and returns the string with the vowel shifted number of times. So looking at the test cases here, so aeiou shifted 0 times, so aeiou shifted 1 time, eioua. Okay, so everything literally shifted 1 time to the right. And that U at the end wrapped back around and became A. So I think I already have a trick for that. Alright, let's go ahead and start. So function. Okay, they gave me the name vowelCipher. We're going to take in an array. And, okay, so we need vowels, so let's go ahead and set that up. So let vowels equal aeiou, and we'll need to return a new string at the end, so let new string equal an empty string, and we're going to need to iterate through the current string, so let's set up a for loop. Let I equals 0. I is less than string. What did I do here? Take in an array. We need to take in a string and a num. So string.length and I++. Oops. Okay, so first off, I know that we need to check if the current character is a vowel. So if vowels.includes string at the current index, we're going to execute a piece of code here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I'll kind of talk through more in depth at the end what I did. So I know I want to save my current index value, and that's going to be vowels.index of string at the current index. Oops. I want to set up a new index, so I'll say new index equals the old index plus the num that they gave me. And I'll need a new char to add to new string. So I'll say let new char equal vowels at the index of new index. And this is where I'm going to use that wraparound trick that I talked about. We're going to say modulo vowels.length. I'll talk about what that means after I make sure that this works. So now we'll say new string plus equals, new char. Okay, Okay, and at the end I know that if it's not a vowel, I want to tell the character to go into new string anyway. So without executing any of these changes. So new string plus equals string at the index. And let's return new string and see what we get. aeiou, eioua, cambit, and ictipos. Okay, it looks like we solved it. So I'll kind of talk through a little bit what I did here. So first off, we're iterating through string. Okay, so we set up this condition if vowels include string at the current index. So we said if string at the current index, so say this A is the current index. If vowels includes A, which it does, it's right here, we're going to execute this code here. Okay, so what I did here is I set up old index, which basically is a number of whatever the current character is. So let's use octopus as an example. So let's say this first index of O. So if you know how for loops work, if you don't know how for loops work, this is probably not the video for you anyway. If you know how for loops work, so our first index is 0, so we're going to check the O. So old index, vowels.index of string at the I, so old index will equal 0, 1, 2, 3. So old index has a value of 3 now. So new index equals old index plus num. So this will also be a number. So we're going to say 3 plus num. So in the case of octopus, num equals 4. So this value in total equals 7. Okay, so when we get down to new character, new char, it's going to equal vowels at the index of new index. So 7. So we know that there is no index of 7 in vowels, because in vowels there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 indexes. The length is 5, so we know we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the length. So we know that this number, new index, is 7, and it's going to be the remainder of 7 divided by vowels.length. So vowels.length is 5, so 7 divided by 5 has a remainder of 2. So this is going to literally be vowels at the index of 2. So 0, 1, 2. So that leaves us with I. That's why we get ictipos. And then obviously at the end here, if the character is not a vowel, then we're just going to throw it in the new string anyway, just without making any of these changes. Alright, that should just about do it. If you have any questions, obviously leave them down in the comments. I will try to help as best as I can. If I do not get to your comment, hopefully somebody else in the comments will help you out. Alright, see you next time.